there are so many distractions. You know, there's social media right there. There are a lot of other things. Boyfriend?
No.
Okay. Are you single?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay, you can line up. Boys, you can line up. But her top priority is, of course, education and finishing the university. Let's go to the real questions, shall we? Hello everyone, welcome again to Aii Talks Season 2. And for our episode for today, it's a very special one because our guest is one of our alumni and she has a very fun and interesting story to share with us today. So my name again is Jake and let's start the ball rolling. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we have Burmai and she is one of our alumni. What year was that again when you finished at Aii?
I think it's around 2021.
Okay, 2021. And now after 3 years, we'll be seeing each other again and hopefully you can share a few more of your experiences outside of our school. But Burmai, what are you taking up in college or university? What courses are you taking?
All right, so I am now a third-year student, so I'm actually doing a double major. I am majoring in
Double major. You're not a double agent or something, right?
Just double major. So I'm doing in international relations as well as the accounting and finance.
Accounting and finance, international relations, both look very challenging. How are you able to manage all of it?
I think I always receive this type of question. And to me, honestly, it's very challenging, of course, because I do not only just study in class, listening to the lectures alone, but I also involved in many other extracurricular activities outside the school. Sometimes I have the other tasks or like conference to take part. So I think in order to manage that is how I usually set the priority for myself on what I have to complete first. And I also try to set the difficulty of the task because if the task is quite difficult, I will try to spend more time on that. So I will try to manage some more time for that and lesser time for the tasks that are quite less difficult.
I see. So managing your priorities and setting the level of difficulty is very important, especially to a lot of students right now. There are so many distractions. You know, there's social media right there. There are a lot of other things. Boyfriend?
No.
Okay. Are you single?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay, you can line up. Boys, you can line up. But her top priority is, of course, education and finishing the university. Let's go to the real questions, shall we?
All right,
okay,
sure.
First thing, how did your life change after becoming an alumnus of Aii? How is life now? Did it change much?
Well, so after graduating from Aii, I would say that it has many changes. So actually when I first joined Aii, I could not really understand what foreigner were talking honestly. So actually other people might think that, oh, I could understand what the foreigner were talking or I could understand English that well when I was at a very young age. But honestly talking, of course not. So when I was joined Aii, of course, in Aii there were two sections, right? We studied with the local teacher and the foreigner teacher.
Yes.
When it's come to the foreigner teacher session, I had a very difficult time because I could not really understand much what they were talking back then. But after graduating, and I would say that I spent around like 5 years with Aii because I started joining here around 2015 or 2016. So after that, I could use my English in a bigger scale. I could say that I just not only use my English between me and the local people or only within Cambodia alone, but I can also use my English on the international stage with the other foreigners, especially even with the people across the world and across the countries as well.
I see. Okay, so now you are more confident in talking with foreigners and to to all the people around you somehow. And speaking of like talking, I've heard that there are some fantastic opportunities that you had. So what are some that you've had after the graduation? What kind of opportunities did you take? And could we say that you really leveled it up?
So I think there are many opportunities, of course, because Actually, English is very important because if we are being skillful or if we can use our English well, I think that more opportunities are coming to us more.
Yes.
But one of them that is the most memorable and I think the major one, probably the Young Southeast Asian Leader Initiative, or called in shortcut that people might know it as the Wisely Academic Fellowship Spring 2024. So I got a chance to be selected by the US Embassy in Cambodia to take a 5-week exchange program to study about the social entrepreneurship and economic development at the University of Texas at Austin. So that was also being sponsored and funded by the US Department of State Bureau of the Educational and Cultural Affairs. I would say that was quite amazing journey because of course US has always been one of my dream country when I was young. But because I think because of my education, knowledge, skill, and English, it could lead me to achieve my dream.
Okay. Can you share a little bit of that journey? So how did you like apply? So because nothing in this world just like pops up in the air and then you grab it, right? This one I think is hard work on your end. So what's the process? Maybe there are other students like you who would like to participate in this kind of events, global scale, outside of Cambodia. So what's the initial process? The first thing that you need to do is...
All right, so I think I would love to share about this a bit in case like any artist students or Cambodian youth would like to try out or apply for this program. So actually this program is open like twice a year. There will be fall and spring.
Oh, and then the one that you joined is spring. Can you join again for fall?
No, I wish I could.
Okay, so once you've already attended, like they give the priorities to other students as well. Very nice, okay.
So actually people might think, oh, I might only apply for the first time and I passed it, but actually not. I applied it twice. So the first time I applied it was during my freshman year. I applied the same topic and spring 2023, but I could not make it. I only make it to the interview round. But to be honest, from that round and from that year, I really learned a lot, especially in terms of my flaws and what I could improve and what I could enhance on my good side. So after that, of course, I tried to apply again in spring 2020.
What made you apply again? Because some people, when an opportunity knocks into onto their doorsteps and then they try to grab it, and then finally when they're there and they did not get it, they sulk around like, oh, I can't do it, like I don't want this anymore, like I give up, things like that. But why did you apply again?
All right, so actually I think the only main factor that I try again, of course as I said, US has always been one of my dream country. I really want to experience how being in US look like and how it's feel like. But another point is that I always think that applying to the program does not cost me anything at all. It's only our time to write up the application, the essays, and submitting the documents. And another thing is that I believe that it's not only me who reapply. I've seen that many other of my seniors and many other candidates, they apply for many times. So I believe that if we don't give up, of course, the opportunities will come to us.
I love that. So never give up, okay? Never give up, hold on to your dreams, and then one day, for sure, it will happen. And like what with Burmai's experience right here, she tried once, did not get it, she tried again, finally she got it. Now, after that, so submission of application, there will be interview. So what else is part of the process?
I think that is it, only about the process. So actually there are only two processes. Firstly is this the application submission, and the next one is...
I have a very good follow-up for that. In the application submission, do you need to write things in English?
Yes, of course.
So did, somehow your knowledge and skills in English help you a lot in conveying your message and answering those, application forms?
Yes, actually that is very important. And I would like to add on as well, there was also a part where we have to submit our English proficiency test. And of course, I used to take the TOEFL test here, so at that...
So you have an experience
so that's
already.
really helpful a lot with the application as well.
Okay, so that's a wonderful journey, and I think you're finally right there. Okay, let's show to the public a little bit of a snippet of that moment when you are presenting, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike, representing Cambodia, but I'm here and I'm proud to tell you all that despite experiencing genocide and despite being born in a developing country, but I am proud to tell you and the artist that I am from Cambodia and I am Cambodian.